What a season it was for the High Point Panthers men's basketball team. Alongside Jordan Bankson, I'm Nick Allen. Jordan, what a season it was for the Panthers.
What a season. I mean, they made history going into the second round of the March Madness tournament. Now, also, Coach Klayman, right? He made history as well, leading the team to the best record that HPU has ever seen in school history. Nick, how do you feel about the season?
31 wins.
That's right.
Almost Sweet 16 run. Went to the round of 32 against a very tough Arkansas team and went neck to neck. Rob Martin went neck to neck with Darius Acuff, and we saw the win in the round of 64. I don't know where you were, but I was in the airport cheering loud and proud for the Panthers, and we got the win by one. Just unbelievable for the Panthers.
I mean, I was at home jealous of you know, being at that game. So that's where I was as well. Now, we do have some big news. A few players entered transfer portal, but a few players also stayed as well. Cameron Fletcher, one of the key guys of this team's success, he's staying here next year for his 7th year of eligibility. How do you feel about that? What
a big, important piece for this Panthers team. We saw him in the Big South Championship game, 17 points, 19 rebounds. He was a big reason why the Panthers defeated Winthrop. Right. And a couple other players to look at in the transfer portal that enter their names, Josh Abukunalua, Vincent Brady, and a couple other pieces like Yusuf Singari, who didn't get a lot of playing time this year, are going to try to go to a low major, maybe a possible mid-major, and get some more playing time, as well as Rob Martin, who also entered the transfer portal. He's still waiting on that 5th-year eligibility. If he gets that, does he come back to High Point, or does he go elsewhere?
I mean, talk about Rob Martin and what he did for this team this year, especially at the tournament as well. I mean, Rob Martin, that name became a household name against Arkansas. I mean, him and Chase Johnson made history. Chase Johnson have his first two-pointer of the year with a game winner. But we will see where Rob Martin goes, and if he does get that 5th year of eligibility as well.
Well, and how about the team that the Panthers are building next season? You saw the Panthers gain all this momentum, all this exposure from the NCAA tournament, and it paid off. We have 5 transfers coming in. We have a 4-star coming into the recruiting class. We have another 6'10" freshman coming in next season. We're rebuilding. We got a lot of pieces, a lot of tall people coming in next year, and hey, these last 2 years since we've been here have been something, but this upcoming year is set to be our best.
Hey, by the way, with the transfers, that 4-star is the highest rated recruit to ever become in the Big South Conference. That is huge, and that just shows the impact that Coach Klayman, what he's doing for the Panthers and what his plans are to not only have success short-term, but also have success long-term as well.
And Klayman's looking to top that 31 wins. I don't know if it's going to be tough to top that 31 wins, especially with what he said on national television. Hey, the high majors are scared to face us. And now look at it. We're facing Liberty in the first game, that 12 a.m. game, and then Washington State is coming here to the Cubane Center for the home season opener. How do you feel about that?
About time, right?
About time,
like Klayman said, right? It's about time.
Yeah.
I mean, these big teams, they come in the tournament with all this confidence. They're going against small teams, but little do they know that some of these small teams like High Point University, they work and they had the talent, right, from these big major programs that came here. And now they know how to win against those big teams. So it's good that they're getting they're getting that exposure early on in the season. Now, not only do we have history on the men's side, but we do have some on the women's side as well.
Yeah. Well, the women's they lost a couple pieces, Macy Spencer and all them, but we're going to get more on that from Tanner Ripley and Mr. Brian Hanway. So we're going to toss it over to them for a second to give them the update on the women's side. What's up, guys?
Thank you, Nick and Jordan. Alongside my partner, Tanner Ripley, I'm Brian Hanway. Tanner, another successful year for the High Point women's basketball program. They beat the Radford Highlanders in the Big South Conference Tournament Championship, earning the program's first ever 15 seed in the NCAA tournament. This is a program that won their 3rd straight conference regular season title and back-to-back conference championship.
That's right, and this team was really built off of strong team chemistry, and it's really built off the backs of some of the seniors this year that are sadly going to graduate, but Nevaeh Zavala, Anna Hager, Aaliyah Collins, all strong, big pillars of this team, and man, you can't say enough about what they did this year.
Big news coming out from the High Point women's basketball program. After 7 years of being the head coach of the High Point Panthers, Tanner, Chelsea Banbury is leaving the program to be the next head coach of the VCU Rams. Not only is Banbury leaving, but she's taking 3 assistant coaches with her and 2 players, those being the Conference Player of the Year, Macy Spencer, and Lexi Fleming. So what can we expect for these new changes that are about to come up?
With all these players leaving, that just leaves opportunity for all the players that are upcoming to come and fill in these roles. You've already seen a couple transfer portals commitments already, but I look at someone like Brecken Snotherly, someone that I look to that's going to be a pillar next year. She's got the experience, the High Point tradition is there with her, and she's going to really start to pick things up. So you still have players that are going to be here and continue to build that High Point brand.
Yeah, as well as Brecken Snutherly, Peyton Gertis, and Shauna Pashish, 2 other key players for this High Point team, will be returning next year under new head coach Wyatt Faust, who is coming from Murray State University, was formerly the associate head coach of the Racers, and he's been pretty busy in the transfer portal. It looks like High Point is reloading for next year. It's got to be very exciting for this program that lost so much after the departure of Chelsea Banbury. With a guy like Wyatt Faust coming in, he's looking to reload this team.
When you're bringing a new coach this year, that's kind of the beauty of this new NIL transfer portal era, is that you're going to see new players come in and make immediate impacts. These are players that maybe we're kind of stuck on some depth charts. You know, Michigan State, that's a big school. Now they're going to have that opportunity to really have that starter role, and it's going to be exciting to see where they come next.
That'll do it for us from the Nito and Mariana Quabain Center. Alongside my partner Tanner Ripley, I'm Brian Hanway. We'll send it to Jonah Martin and Peyton Yaus, who have some updates with our women's lacrosse team. Guys, what do you got?
Thanks, guys. The High Point University women's lacrosse team is nothing short of battle-tested, as 3 of their first 4 games this season came against top 20 opponents. Panthers used that experience to fuel a blistering hot start to Big South play, with the team winning 5 of their first 6 Big South Conference matchups.
Yeah, and in those 6 games, Peyton, the Panthers averaged 16.5 goals per game. And it was the defense that shone the brightest, as junior goalie Ava Welsh broke the High Point career save record of .299, pulling in her 300th against Wofford on April 4th.
My goal every game is to kind of have a unit mentality and not really think about, oh, I need to make this many saves, I need to do this. It's kind of like what's thrown at me and what the unit is giving me, and kind of taking it play by play rather than overthinking about, oh, I need to make this many saves. Oh, I'm one away from breaking the record. I didn't really think about any of that going into the game. I feel like our unit is very dependent on one another. Like if someone's feeling very vulnerable in, like, let's say zone, we listen to those vulnerabilities and kind of play to our strengths. And same with me, like if a shot goes in, their first thing is to ask me if that was an okay shot, if I could save it, or if I want to see something different than what they're giving me, they'll do that for me, which is something that is so awesome and hard to find, really. We all are just constantly thinking of one another, which I think is so different than a lot of other programs. And I haven't really played with a team like that before, so it's really awesome.
The Panthers have conference games left against Gardner-Webb and Presbyterian before the team shifts its focus to the Big South Conference Tournament, something High Point hasn't won since 2021.
Lola and Marissa, you're up next.
What's up, Panther Pregame? I'm Marissa Janis, joined by Lola Riccardelli, and we are so excited. We are breaking down a very hot High Points men's lacrosse team as they are on fire this entire season, especially heading into semifinals and the A10 championship. So we are so excited to share with you some more that we found out. Now, they do have one of the best program starts, 5-0, in High Points history. So we are so excited to share with you. Take a look.
And when you look at the stat sheet, one name jumps right off the page. Junior attacker Justin Wicksted, leading High Point in points this season with 48.
I think personally it's definitely helpful having a bunch of guys out there who you can trust, right? So obviously taking in that X-attack role, I'm dodging the ball a lot, but I mean, my teammates have done an amazing job, working off the ball and like playing with each other. So I mean, honestly, like, yes, I'm leading the team in points, but it's all a product of the guys around me.
But Wicksted is quick to shift the spotlight away from himself, because for him, the numbers are never the full story.
It was definitely cool getting the recognition, but ultimately the goal is to win an A10 as a team. So although it's really nice to get the recognition for a great game, I'm just focused on the next week and just getting better by every day.
Talking about team mentality, senior captain and second leading scorer Ryan Hines shares his insight on the team's strategies this season.
Can't get complacent, so nothing should change, really. Everything needs to, the preparation needs to be the same regardless of what the result was the week before, because every week is a new week. We're 0-0 this week. We didn't win anything this week yet. At this point in the season is we can just go 1 week at a time. And our goal is to go 1-0 every week. And doing so, you leave what's in the past and you just try to win each and every day.
And that mindset, it's been building all season long. And now heading into the A10 semifinals and tournament game, Wixted says this team is just getting started.
Cool it is to see how our team has developed through the fall, throughout the spring. It's just been really cool to watch, not only as people as individuals and players, but just as a team as a whole. It's been really cool to see how much we've developed and how much better we've gotten over these past couple weeks specifically. So I'm just really excited to see, what we got in store for the A10 playoffs, and hopefully we can come out with a championship. I think that'd be awesome.
Thank you so much, Ryan Hines and Justin Wixted, for the outlook on the men's lacrosse season so far. We look forward to the men's lacrosse game on Friday, April 24th at 6 p.m. against the Richmond Spiders. For Panther Pregame, I'm Lola Riccardelli, alongside by Marissa Janis. Stay tuned for more.
High Point University continues to build momentum across track and field, not just in the individual events, but in the team events as well.
The Panthers are showing strength in sprint events, distance races, and field competitions, but what stands out is not one athlete, but the depth that they've built across the entire team.
As the season progresses, the High Point Panthers look to make a serious impact for qualifying for the Big South Championships.
With a mix of experienced upperclassmen and emerging underclassmen, the Panthers are not just competing, they're looking to build something bigger as they work towards the postseason.
For Panther Pregame, I'm Ellie Hammer.
And I'm Camden Hurst.
We welcome you back for Panther Pregame alongside Gabriella Radburn. I'm Jake VC and Gab. This time, not on a basketball court, we're out on a field.
That's right, Jake. Things are looking a little different for us today. We are not in Portland, Oregon, but we are here to talk about the incredible season High Point baseball has had so far this year.
Yeah, entering with a 26-14 record, the Panthers have had some impressive wins, including wins over Wake Forest, University of Florida, and Duke, just to name a few. So some impressive wins this year for the Panthers.
That's right, Jake. One that is totally of note is that series win over number 9 University of Florida. It's really just shown the Panthers' dominance as a mid-major program, and I was able to dive in a little bit more into these 3 wins and what it means for the program.
High Point made history earlier this season when the Panthers won their series over number 9 Florida. While snapping the Gators' NCAA best 13-game win streak, the squad clinched the highest-ranked series win in program history, marking the first non-conference home series loss for Florida since 2022. Their first game after the series, the Panthers defeated the Duke University Blue Devils 12-6. High Point finished with 14 hits in the win. The Panthers are hoping to continue their dominance as a mid-major program with a lot to prove before heading to the Big South Conference Tournament in late May.
And the Panthers have been led by Si-Jun Woo this season, batting .371 this year. He's been an impact player coming out of the transfer portal this year, so it'll be really interesting to see if he can keep it up. The Panthers still have 14 games left in the season, Gab, looking to make a splash. And we remember what happened 2 years ago when the Panthers upset one of the top teams in the country, and we're looking to do that again this year. But that's all for us here on Panther Pregame alongside my good friend Gabriella Ann Radburn. We thank you for joining us all season long.
Thank you guys so much, and we'll be sure to cheer on the Panthers for the rest of the season. I'm Gabriella Radburn.
And I'm Jake VC. Thank you for joining us.